We're taking over. Thanks,
Hi, everyone.
I feel like we're having like a little party here, taking over SilverSilk's channel.
Yeah. The Silkies are taking over.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I got a light in my eyes.
Hi, guys. Oh, happy Groundhog Day. I didn't know it was Groundhog Day.
I thought it was yesterday until
I thought
somebody
it
else would talk about it.
Oh, interesting.
Well, happy Groundhog's Day.
Hi, Carol, Dana, Lori, Liz. Jody's here. Hey. Harley's Wild Jewelry. That's pretty cool. And Karen is here. Lori. I'm not sure if I said Lori already. Hey, guys.
Carol.
Sandy.
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. Valerisa or Valer. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Actually, no, that's I think you're just it's not graphically showing. It's that's Valerie, and I think she's got this graphic next to it.
Oh, it's like Valerie. That makes it a lot easier. I mean, I chat with her in chat, but I never knew how to pronounce the name.
Oh, thanks so much, everyone. Melanie's here. Thanks, guys, for being here. So we're taking over the channel. Nealay did arrive in Tucson. He's there. I know that he's probably getting en route to like wherever he's headed, and he may pop in. Surprise. So when he does, we can maybe get a view of where he's at and see a little bit of the shows. Not sure what shows he's going to first, or he's maybe wants to just get some rest when he gets there. I think his flight was like 6 a.m. or something.
He was cracking Sunday though, because he goes, "Oh, I'll pop in. I'll show you stuff I'm buying." I thought, wait a minute. I thought Sunday was his travel day.
I know. But then I guess it's early. If you go, so if it's 6 a.m. their time, it's like 4 a.m. Arizona time, right?
I don't know how Arizona isn't an hour ahead of you, or is it
hour ahead of me?
And 2 hours. So it's an hour behind Nealay if it's an hour ahead of you.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I always get confused.
That's 2 hours behind me. But
because they always switch. But I guess right now they are officially an hour. During the summer, they were the same time zone as me.
Oh yeah, because they're the only state I think that doesn't switch around.
Yeah.
Indiana used to be like that, and then they got stupid and changed it.
Yeah, Melanie's saying she's seeing that Jules is going too. Yep, I'm so excited for her. I'm glad that she's going.
Yeah, I didn't know it. Danielle told me a few minutes ago.
Well, I just heard on Jill's live. I tuned in for Jill's live sale today, and that's where I heard that. It's gonna be an adventure. They're gonna get up to some shenanigans. So we gotta go.
Okay. I have to hear gossip about her from the SilverSilk show. Oh, that's crazy.
That's so awesome. So I have a box. I have a box from SilverSilk that I got. And I would open it, and I'm working on a bunch of different stuff right now. I was going to do, I'm going to be using some SilverSilk to do designs for the gallery that, I'm not sure if Nealay mentioned he's designing for a gallery where his pieces are on display and for sale. So, and that's in the Tulsa area. So I'm doing some pieces for that. And so there's things in here for that. There's also an order that I just placed for myself and some things that I'm going to be using with my mixes. And so there's a bunch of goodies in here. And other stuff you just threw in. So
and that'll be great because then we get to see an idea how your mind works when you see something new.
For the first time, yeah, it's a super design on the fly.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. You know what I'm doing, but I'm sure it'll be great. And then I'm seeing folks asking if it's snowing. Yeah, it is snowing for me. We had snow today. It didn't totally stick to the roads, but there was enough that a snowman is now built in my front yard.
Oh, cool. I don't think we've gotten enough snow. It's 64 degrees here right now.
Oh, 64. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to see the temperature because I haven't been. Oh, it just changed to 65.
It's getting warmer.
I'm gonna put on my
You usually get like super, super bad the next day when it ices because it doesn't stay enough to be real snow. It'll just melt a little bit, and then temperature will drop when the day ends, and then overnight that'll just freeze to the solid like ice layer, and then you go out the next day, and that's the day that you don't want to be driving or trying to walk or that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Quasi snow thing.
Where you live, you get a lot of rain, right?
Mostly rain, yeah.
That's why I think so. When it snows there, I mean, is it like ice underneath the snow because of the rain?
Slushy. It's like somebody made a snow cone.
Okay, because like when I grew up in Indiana and always rained right before the snow, so it was always a sheet of ice. So when they scraped the road, all we got was ice, which made it worse.
Yeah, they put on the salt now that is supposed to make it so that the sidewalks don't do that, and they usually do that the night before.
Yeah, they do that around here. So they might do that in Indiana now because it's been 25 years since I lived in Indiana, so I avoid there in the wintertime.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll let you get to work and I'll go ahead and get off until we get, like how we discussed earlier.
Yeah, sounds good. Awesome. Well, here, let me see if I can make the layout so that is let's see. Here we go, but I want this one to be there. Haha, okay. So here's the awesomest box ever. Whoops, sorry about that. I was seeing if I can move that to the side. Okay. This I've peeked at it. I opened it, but I didn't dig, so I only opened like this part, and I was just kind of peeked at the top, but I didn't pull anything out. So this is totally like me just reacting just to seeing what's in here. So, and I love the way these boxes are. This is so cool. Nealay did all this himself, and a lot of you guys already know he's a graphic designer, but I've been so impressed by he does all his own media for things like this. And I'm soaking up the knowledge because it is so cool. And so stickers. And here we go. So this is a mix of things that I ordered, and then some little extras for like campaigns, for future campaigns, and then also things for the gallery designs. So the first thing jumping out at me is, whoa, look at this. How cool is that? Oh my goodness. This is going to really be like a creative journey for me to use. I don't think I've ever worked with anything so cool. This is going to be neat. And then these little rings, I can see doing something on that. Because you guys know, I'm first thing I think is, oh, I'm going to stitch on that. But then I thought macrame. Macrame. Oh my goodness. Okay. Those are cool. We definitely got to get those out and look at those. Findings. I need to do some findings organization. I was really low on jump rings because I've been doing a lot of pieces. So, oh my goodness, look at all the beautiful colors. Wonderful metals. Yeah, Nancy, these are big pieces. And so, I'm a seed beater and a kind of a small format designer. So for me, these will be sort of challenging, but they'll get me out of my usual repertoire, right? To try something new and different. And sometimes when you do that, really cool things happen. And so these are items that I use a lot because I make a lot of beaded ropes. And so the single strand and double strand end caps are kind of my go-to thing. I really use these a lot. And jump rings, of course, you need those. All right. Leather. So I'm loving these colors. Oh my goodness, look at these colors. So this is leather knitted chain. This beautiful turquoise. Wow. That is super, super cool. And this one is actually my favorite color. That is so nice. It's like the bronze. Oh, so cool. And this one is rustic. I love rustic. I'm definitely going to need to get a little idea going where I combine those. Oh, look at that. That would be a cool combo, wouldn't it? Oh, wow. Each of those is different. Just subtly different. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And so all of these guys, if you go to silversilkonline.com and you type in the leather knitted chain, you'll find it all there in that section there. Ooh, and so here's some things. I don't think I've seen this before. I need to look at this one. Okay, don't show this one to Alex, my son, because my youngest, because he loves purple. Purple's his favorite color, and he will just go crazy for this. And it'll probably end up in his room because he'll just take it. Look how cute that is. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I'm going to do something with this one. I have some check glass and some gemstones sitting next to me, and I think I'm going to do something with that. So set that aside. Oh, wow. I was really, really interested in seeing up close this one. Those colors together are very beautiful, but this one with the pearlesque inside, so you can see the little tinsel in there. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fun, like a multi-layer. I'm going to be busy, guys. I'm going to be really busy. Oh, wow. Okay, this one. I know he shared this one on the live we did recently, but this is my first time seeing it in person. Look at that color. Oh my goodness. So this is the pearlesque, and it's got a little bit of gold sparkling through on that. Oh my gosh, that one is so cool. I'm gonna forget I'm live and just sit here and play. I know. I hit the SilverSilk jackpot. Oh my gosh. This is a cool color. So what would you guys do? Give me some shout outs in the chat. Would you like to see some stitching today? Would you like to see some stringing, some wire? I'm in love with the pearlesque chain too. Oh my goodness, is it gorgeous? And there's so much subtle differences in these colors. Like, look at these three together. I can see those in a design together in like a multi-strand. Oh my gosh, so cool. And these, you're going to see me feature these on Seed Bead Saturday. Next Saturday, this is a featured item in one of the designs that Carol is doing. And so it has the seed bead mix on it. And so this is something I'm going to be using. This is the color pipe chain. This is pipe chain in the color bone. And then, of course, the antique gold bindings for that. So it gives you kind of a hint for some of the palette we're going to have going for February 8th. Yeah, and I'm seeing a vote for stitching. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Well, let's take a look at everything here. And then I'm going to get out some beads. So if I'm going to be doing some stitching, I wonder if the answer might be to put something onto one of the leather knitted chains. But let me think about that for a second. I am really, really, really drawn to do something with these combined. And that could be something as simple as a multi-strand with some beautiful bead embellishment. So putting that little pin in that one for later, because I definitely know that's going to be something I want to do. And that is my reminder. Okay. This is really testing me for like how I can stay organized when I'm overwhelmed. I love everything here. I'm thinking, okay, let's get out some beads. So I grabbed a random stash of beads that I have been holding on to for a really long time. Some of it came from Soft Flex, some of it like I've got, I think I know what I want to do for at least one of these. I was thinking, and correct me if I shared this already, but I was thinking I wanted to do something that strings together and maybe even goes continuously around with these little forget-me-not flowers. Let's look at that combo together. So something like that, but it wouldn't necessarily be stitching and be a lot of stringing. Oh yeah, Nancy, the earrings. Yes, definitely. And I don't have them here anymore because I actually sent them Nealay's way to be used for his displays and some of his shows. So I might need to make more of those. Definitely. Oh wow, look how this looks with rustic. You could probably bring in flowers like that. Ooh, or that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's so many things that could be done here. Okay. Move this one just over here. These beautiful colors. Got so much going on. Okay, I'm gonna put this one over there. And let's see what happens if, I could do some of these. So some of these flowers I got from Cassandra Spicer at Beads to Live By. These are obviously from Softplex. I was really jamming on these flowers for a really long time, wanting to do something with those. But for stitching, if we wanted to do some stitching, then maybe I need to be looking at smaller beads. So I have some little tinies here. That could really go nicely with that. Oh, that's pretty too. Yeah, I'm having a blast, Nancy. This is so fun. I love all of this stuff. It is so pretty. Oh, here's another way. You know what would be cool? Oh, yeah. What if we did like a, maybe even like a multi-strand, stringing these. That could work. What else do I have going on? I need some smaller beads if I'm going to stitch. So let's look in here. Oh, yeah. So some of these would work. These are little palettes I found that I like to put these in hollow mesh a lot. Got some of these that might work. These super small though, some tinies. Oh. Let's go for this. That's going to work. Okay. I think I got it. Now I just need some seed beads. Let's find a seed bead. I might be surrounded by seed beads. But what about, we could go for some sparkle. That could work. Oh yeah, and I just keep coming back to these. I'm definitely going to need to do some, I could do some chains, some macrame on that. All right, let's dive in. Let's start with idea number one. You guys requested stitching, so I think I'm going to do a stitch design on here. I'm not 100% sure about my seed bead color yet. Let's see. I have more seed beads behind me. I just got to get them. Here. I wonder if we could do like a brown or even like a red. Oh. Would that be too crazy? Could do some blue. Or, ooh, there's something happening there. Oh, red and lapis on turquoise. Joan, you want to do this? Do you think that's good? So red. We could do like this, and then we'll accent it with a flower, or could do, yeah. Yeah, Nancy said the seed beads. This is one of my boxes that I have here. Let me show you. I think I got these at Bead Fest 2022 because I'm seeing that it says fiber and beads. So that must be from when I went to Bead Fest. That's blue indigo. Oh my God, look at it with the copper next to that. Okay, I have a plan. We're going to do some stitching. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one out just in case something happens with that because that's cute. And this is going way back to the good old days. Oh my God. Well, I have some seed beads, obviously. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to get my mat and let's dump out beads. These are those ones I can't open. Hang on. I've been having like trouble opening my bead tubes lately. I'm losing hand strength or something. I just haven't been super, super well, so my dexterity is all weird. There we go. All right, and let's bring that beautiful chain up here. Ooh, what's happening? And then bringing back that red. And maybe we do need the turquoise in there too. this. Oh, my mat is from Jill Wiseman. So the mat I have right here is called a bead on it board. And if you just go to jillwisemandesigns.com, you just type in bead on it board, it'll come up. I'd show you the bottom, but now I got my loose beads on there. So let's start with some thread. Let me grab some, I'm just going to grab some, gosh,
Did you know Nealay's here? He's hiding in the background.
And I see Sarah Ayler is here.
Yeah.
Sarah, look what I got. I'm busting out my bead stash. Hi, guys.
I'll let you add them. I'm going to remove myself.
Okay, I'm going to add you guys. Hang on, I'm going to switch so we can actually see you. There we go.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Joan. Hi, Danielle. We are live in Tucson, and I almost forgot that we were doing a SilverSilk Sunday today.
I distracted him. Sorry, everybody.
There we go. Now I got you guys. Aw, hi.
Wish you were here, Danielle.
I wish I was too. It's snowing here, though, and I have a cold, so I'm sparing you from catching my cold.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't know it was snowing there. Dang.
I know it's really, and it didn't stick to the road, but it stuck to the driveway and the deck, and it's in the grass, and so there's been snowman building, and yeah.
Aw.
Like, you have to flip this camera around.
I know. Like, check this out, you guys. There's just miles of beads everywhere. Just beads everywhere.
Are you at the cactus tent?
We're at the cactus tent.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, how to know that?
That is kind of crazy that you did.
I'm a nerd.
I think she's telepathic, like bead telepathy.
I believe it. Danielle Wickes is a smart lady.
She is. We miss you here dearly, and thanks for carrying on the torch of the show. Because clearly, I've been flying, and everything's been fine. But I've also been up since like 3 a.m., which is a little crazy.
And he never looks like it, right?
He
looks fresh as a daisy.
I kind of look haggard. Is how I feel.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, I hope you guys are having a great time designing with Danielle. I'm going to go back to shopping. I see Nealay has been picking out some amazing things for all of you. So if you got one of those bead boxes from him, you're going to be very lucky. If you haven't gotten one, I think you can still go order it. So go to the website and get one of those ASAP. Because he had a limited supply available. I've been learning all this. That's why we were distracted.
I was like, thanks, Sarah. She put it so eloquently where I don't think I could have because I'm on low sleep. But I was, you know what? In fact, I was going to see if I could swap the camera around and show you guys some things that I picked out. Where does it? You got from them. Oh, and then camera. You were so smart.
Back triple camera, maybe?
That camera? That camera.
I don't know.
Let's do that.
There you go.
It's much easier. All right.
Oh,
like, what do you guys think of this color? I think these are pretty. There's a find my lens here. I really like these.
Those are so pretty.
I like the gradient.
The tanzanite with the light mint green.
Yes.
Mixed together is so pretty.
And then I picked up another box of things. I'm going to set you guys down for a second.
Oh my God.
I'll scan this.
Like, I went nuts, you guys, with all this stuff. Look at these. I kind of like the gray.
Ooh.
As a neutral, I like these.
Beautiful.
I like these. Just a fun white. And then I like these. This is sort of my like neutral heavy box here. And then I've got a colorful box.
This is just the start.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those. You found those right away.
Yeah, these were my first pick.
Those are gorgeous.
So I've still got some shopping to do though. There's still lots of, oh my gosh, too many cameras. Oh my gosh. I shall return back to my shopping. And let me flip the camera back around. Settings. Front camera. Here we go. But thank you, Danielle and Joan, for carrying everything for the show. I appreciate that.
I'm supposed to go there. No.
And I guess
beautiful bundles for us.
it's going to be fun. I'm having fun shopping. I'm having fun picking out all the colors and, you know, finding some really good deals that I can pass on to you guys as well. So, but I'll leave you to it. I saw you were in the middle of an extravagant tutorial, which I'm excited and eager to catch up on once I'm back in my homestay with Jill. And yep. And with you, Danielle, I'll just text you later.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what you guys find. You're gonna find beautiful beads. So
I'm pretty
happy
excited about it.
Shopping for me.
I know. We'll make you come out next year somehow, some way, somehow. And then we could do a live out here on SilverSilk Sundays.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I will leave you to it. Thank you again so much. Thank you guys for tuning in for the show. I'm glad I got to make at least an appearance. Normally I'd be chatting with you guys and some beating, but I get to shop for it in this case. So I'm out, but I'll catch you guys soon again.
Catch you soon.
Bye.
That's where the parking lot is, that one. But you have to go.
Aw, how cool is that, guys? That's awesome. So yeah, you gotta get those bundles because the stuff they're getting there are going in those bundles. They're literally shopping for the bundles. So there's a bunch of them. There's like, gosh, Joan, is there like 6 of them? I feel like there's like 6 different palettes. I got
there's 6 different colorways. Just look at the pictures for the colorways. He matched the pictures, and he's using those pictures to pick out the beads to make sure he's matching the right colors.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fun, yeah.
And I got a sneak peek of some of the chain, guys. For I saw mocha and I saw the bouquet. Oh my gosh, they're custom chains for the palette. So, and we're gonna be doing designs with them. So you're just gonna be like, oh my goodness, yeah. Shirley, I couldn't decide either. Oh, Lori, bouquet is the one that Colleen is getting. So for sure, yeah, you're gonna have the same one as Colleen, and I'm getting mocha, and so I'm gonna be doing something with mocha, but I'll probably do some with others too. Mocha is the one that I chose because I love that. Oh, Leanne says her plan is to get an RV and travel and go there. Oh yeah, exactly. If you have the RV, you can bring the beads with you instead of having to ship them home. So that's always awesome. Joan says she bought 2. Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm excited about getting to do all kinds of just designing with those beautiful, beautiful beads. And it's going to be super, super fun. And so I went ahead and cut some thread here, and I'm just going to keep just kind of playing just to see what happens. I know I want to do a stitch on design. I think it's probably going to be a necklace. But what I do when I start one of these necklaces is, because I don't totally know my length yet, I like to just kind of do a little fold here. And because of the silkiness of this and the way that you can work with it, I'm using Fireline. I grabbed some 6-pound Fireline. It will be possible to slide it. So whatever I end up doing on here, I can move around. So I'm not going to cut it yet. I'm just going to leave this kind of spooled up here off my mat and just bring down a sort of necklace-ish length like that. And I think I'm going to start like about here. For starting for like where I want to start doing my stitching. And I think I'm going to secure right to I'm not sure if this is, do I want my thread to show? So do you guys think I should needle under? Or does it blend enough? It's so beautiful. I don't want it to show against the chain. I think I'm going to needle under actually. Let's do this. Let me just bring that back off there. Okay, let's thread it. And we'll do a little half hitch onto the chain. And I'll show you guys how I like to go under my knits. This is going to be really pretty. And the good news is I have an extra set. So it's going to be really, really, really good. If this ends up working out for one of the tutorials, there will be a step-by-step. And so I'll be making this one twice so I can do the, the tutorial for it. All right, so the way the knits are, if you see, they kind of look like a little heart. To me, they look like a little heart. And I always try to go under 2. Let me see if I can get that to focus. It looks really clear on my screen. I don't know how clear it is for you guys, but it's picking up just 2 of those kind of toward the bottom of the heart. I'm going to bring that through and leave a little tail. Oh yeah, let's go about that amount. We'll tie a knot on there. Oh, and I think I know what I'm going to do with the, I got it. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to do something with these squares at the top of it. So I may not need as much length as I've given myself here, but I think I'm going to have it connect to these as it goes up the top somehow. And Leanne, do you ginger the wiring? Ginger, you mean just being pretty gentle about it? Yeah, I'm tying a gentle knot. That's just a double knot. And the cord, this is leather. It's leather with the very, very small gauge wire. I think it's like 30 gauge wire knitted over it. And Nealay makes this himself. This is the manufacturer of it. Very, very cool. And I'm using a 6-pound Fireline beading thread. Oh, Jonah's saying, y'all, it's 32 gauge. 32 gauge wire. Even smaller than I thought. How you can even see 32 gauge? That's like, so, oh, and Leanne says it's supposed to say go under the wire. Yes. So let me show you really quick what I did. Is I brought my needle underneath 2 of the little tiny wires. And the way that it's knitted onto the chain, you see it kind of, each one is linked in what to me looks like a little heart shape. I'm going at the base of the heart. And there's 2 really good reasons to do this. One is it's going to keep your stitching in a straight line along the chain, because it's going to be, if you work to the base of every knit, it's going to keep you in the same, going this direction, right? So it's not going to dance and spiral around. And the cool thing about that also is you're anchoring under 2, so a little bit more strength. But I'm not going to pull too tight with my knot. I'm just going to make a gentle little knot there. And let's grab a seed bead and slide that on. And then I'm going to put the tail through. Get that there. So in my mind, I've got 2 ideas. I'm going to try both and see which one works. I need to free these. Let's just pull those out. I love this mat because I can just let the beads go a little crazy and they don't escape onto the floor like they would on a flat mat. Okay. So I've got the blue on there. And this thing that I did where I fed the tail through it, sorry I didn't mention, but I autopilot that a lot. It makes it easy to get your knot to hide inside of the bead if you do that. And then it'll stay right on the edge of the stitch. The stitching will stay right on the edge like that. So let's pick up a red bead and another one of the blue beads. And I'm going to skip one and go through the next one. So you see I'm going to skip one heart and go through the next heart. When you're holding this in person, you will definitely be able to see the little knits. I don't know if it's coming over on the camera clearly or not, but when it's you holding it, you'll see it for sure. And then head back up through the bead. So this is brick stitch, and I'm just using the knits as my anchor. Pretty gently there. And so far, oh, even that is just pretty. Look how pretty that is. I like that. That looks really nice. So I'm going to keep going like that for a spell. And what I'm going to do is come back over it in another layer. So let's skip one and go through the next. Is that right? Let's go through this one here. I'm not sure how much Fireline I cut. I think I just did a wingspan because I don't know what I'm doing yet. So that's why I just went with whatever. Oops, one of these. So picking up one of the, I believe these are 3mm little Picasso drukes and the 11-0 seed bead. Go under, skip one and go through the next. Hey, Joan, this was a great suggestion to go with the lapis and the red on the turquoise. It's really a great combo. So far, this is really dainty, this design. And I was kind of looking to go for something a little more bold, but it will become more bold as we go, I think. All right, speeding up a little bit. Oh, Shirley says she backordered the bouquet color. Well, since Nealay is there, if he sees that one of them is, waitlisted, I wonder if he can just buy extra while he's there and up the quantity. I don't know if he's already done the chain or not, so maybe he can. How cool would that be? And there he goes. Oh, is it already made? So there's a limited number. Yeah, there's those limited edition chains they're pretty hot commodity. How is this looking? Do you guys like it? I'm enjoying it. So I'm just gonna take this to, I haven't decided on the length yet, but look how cool. I like that. And it's really easy to get under those little wires. And I'm able to do so really carefully. I didn't nick the chain or anything. The chain is staying completely unfazed by my needle passing over it. Yeah, so, oh, okay. Oh yeah, maybe he can grab some extra beads and introduce even a new palette or something. That would be cool too. And I see the question, is this a good project for a beginner? It is beginner brick stitch for sure. I think if you've never done brick stitch before, maybe starting on a metal component might be a little easier because it can slide around. But that said, the knit acts like a guide for how to space your stitches. So both are really good. Let's see. Nancy's asked, oh, is Jennifer here? I don't know. I haven't seen her. I know she has a live on Sundays, so maybe she's getting ready for hers, or maybe they already had their live. I can't remember if they had one today or not. But she's been going live with Stacy on Sundays. Yeah, this is working out. Okay, let me just add a few more and then we'll do a little bit of measuring. We'll see where it's at. I'm going to go under that one. Easier to brick stitch on SilverSilk than on metal, really? Yeah, guys, Joan is saying that it's easier to learn brick stitch on SilverSilk. I can kind of see that because it does act like a spacing guide. It definitely makes making a beaded rope easier. Hint for next weekend. I'm going to be doing a bunch of beaded ropes on this leather and on the capture chain. I have some really cool colorways built, and I'm just going to be doing a bunch of those for mainly for the gallery, but also just because I want to see them. Here we go. Let's get the next one here. Oh, Nancy says that the video with Jennifer was earlier today. Oh yeah, so we can catch the replay. That is cool. Okay, let's look at the length on that. I want to go a few more. So I was picturing something kind of like that. So let's go to here. I think it's either going to be 2 or 3 more repeats. And then we'll do something interesting with it. And here's one. And here's one more. If this works out as a, I love recipes. You know how when you design stuff, you can kind of get an idea for if you wanted to recreate it in other colorways, what are the main components? And so far, our main thing we're doing here is 3mm bead, and it could be any kind of 3mm bead, 11 seed beads, and leather knitted chain. And so there it is. It's looking pretty stellar. Okay. So you know me, I'm kind of a minimalist jewelry person. I would put this on and wear it and be happy as a clam. I love this. But we could also do, let me smooth this up. Oh, Nancy, I think you're right, though. I have a memory of Jennifer saying that they did move it to earlier because that was better for the East Coast, Stacy's East Coast. So, and Joan says she loves it the way it is right now. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, so definitely I have a extra one of these. We might need to do some. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start sending suggestions over to Nealay. I'm like, can you please get us some 3mm? Because we're gonna need lots of them. Lots and lots. Okay. So for everyone who loves this as is, you only need 11/0 and 3mm and just weave it in and you're good. If you want to go extra, I'm going to play with something here. So there's two things I would do. One is a very simple idea. It's probably not what I'm going to stick with because I've done it too much, but I'm going to guess 5 beads, string 5, 11/0, and then it might need less. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, 5 is the right number to do that. So it looks like this. Oh, I kind of like it. Oh yeah, it could be a beautiful headband too. Okay, so you know what? I really like it like this. Okay, now I have a dilemma because I want to use these. I really want to use these somehow. And so I was thinking of stringing them and having them be part of the decor that goes around this, but then I'm loving how this looks. Let's just take a look at it. I'm going to complete that stitch and see. Maybe we could bring those on after. That looks good, huh? I like that. Well, yeah, maybe we could even another layer. Or, oh, I know. 2 necklaces. Okay, multi-strand. Boom, boom. Okay, so this will be one of the layers. Just nice and pretty and simple. And then we'll do a color blocking. I'll put it on beading wire, and it'll be kind of like a little color block of this. So this will be worn. I can't decide if this will be the shorter or the longer of the two. But that's going to work out great, and I'll join it with, I'll make a seed bead chain that comes up the side like that. Okay, we got it. And then it's going to pull all these colors together. And on the seed bead chain, if I make this the longer of the two, meaning this is the shorter one, higher on the neck, and we come down lower with this one like that, we could put a little focal, a focal drop coming down from the bottom. Can you kind of see it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Plan is made. Plan is made. Okay. I'm going to quickly zip through making this one. So all I've done so far right now is go through that bead. I need to make a turn. It's going to be hard to show, but you can easily see when you're looking at it in person, underneath that blue bead that I just went through, you can see the little wire place and you can get your needle under it again. It should go right through for you. And then that'll give us the ability to make a brick stitch turn. And wow, does that pop. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm in love with this. Okay, and so I'm going to go back up through that bead now. And I'm going to try just to get through it without going back under the knit. There we go. And when you go through it, go ahead and go through the first of those. These are called vermilion, dyed vermilion. 7442s? No. It's a Miyuki 4458. And then this one is an 11414B. Also Miyuki. Okay. We got it. So now we only need 4 beads. So just get 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's jump over to the next one. And I'm just going to go through. I'm going through carefully. Okay, so tip for how to do this. When you go through the bead, when you're headed down through it, press up against the wall of the bead as you're coming through it, and that'll bring you in front of the chain. And when we go from the other side, we'll be pressing on the other wall, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So that should pop right on there. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, I see a possibility for even more things we could do. So we're on this side of the chain, this side of the bead. I'm going to go under. And it's easier to see in person than it probably is right now on the screen there. And on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to get through the bead, but I'm going to press up on the wall of the bead. And then go ahead and continue through that first bead there. Do we still like it? I think it's cute. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to keep going. I got a plan. Let me just double check on time. I get carried away a lot. If I can find these beads, maybe I'll do a little kit because I like this colorway. It has all the things happening. I know I could get the seed beads. It's the little check beads. I struggle to find stuff like that. Originally, these I think I got on a trip. And here we go. It's going to go underneath. There we are. And I cut way more thread than I needed. Yeah, okay. Let me try to pull a little of this down. I pulled the wrong way. Oh, size needle? This is a 10. It's a size 10 beading needle. It's one of the bead-along ones. Hard beading needle, size 10. I think I have packaging if you want to see the packaging. It's just one of these like normal sizes ones. All right, and I want to just pull down a little bit more. I pulled the wrong direction, but I'm trying to make my thread a little shorter because I'm like about to take flight over here every time I do a stitch. All right, so 4. Let's pick up 4 more. And just jumping over. Yeah, Karen, a daisy stitch would be cute. You guys want to do a daisy chain on SilverSilk? Oh my gosh. We need to do that for spring for sure. Has that been done? I feel like somebody's done that. If it hasn't been, then we're doing it. It's getting easier now. I got a method. Okay. Ooh, look at how pretty. Oh my gosh. And I've only used one chain, guys. I have so much more. I'm going to be so overwhelmed and busy. I'm going to have to get that notebook out or the ideas won't stay. I lose them if I don't use them really quick. They come in really fast and then it's just like I'm just going to move that one over here. There you go. Yeah, this is going to look cute. When I get back to this side, I've got a place where I can tie a knot. Yeah, that is coming along really cool. I'm going to get as far as I can on this. I don't know if I'll get to the stringing because we're at 51 minutes. But I promise a glamour shot of the strung version. It's going to be this as the shorter necklace. It's going to have a longer strand coming down, and it's going to integrate all of these gorgeousnesses. And it'll probably have some seed beaded chain going on and some integration of the flower. Let me add one more of these. I know, right? Nancy, that's what I got to do. Sometimes if I write them down, I don't understand what I wrote. And that's another thing I got to get better about is actually sketching it too, instead of just writing it. But sometimes what I wrote, I don't remember what I wrote, but what I wrote gives me another idea. So either way, it's a win. Yeah, and it is leather knitted chain. And so I feel like, you guys probably already know where I'm headed here. I'm going to just keep going all the way to this side. When I get over here, I'm going to go through this bead under the leather knitted chain, one of the little knits, and then come back up through this bead. And then the thread and the tail thread will be together, exiting from the same bead. Tie a double knot and maybe weave them back into this stitching and then trim it. And that's assuming I don't add to it, but I don't think I'm going to add to it because I'm liking this just as it is, but maybe I'll do a second version where I do another layer, because it's possible to do another layer on top of this and that will look really cool. So let's do a few more. And if I have any questions from you guys out there. Yeah, it's working. I'm getting a little faster. Maybe I can get there just to the end. Let's see. I think I can do it. I'm going to go a little speedy. I don't know if there's a such thing as too much beads, but I don't know. So the last time the reason I recognized where Nealay and Sarah were is the last time I was in that tent was a long time ago. But my wallet still remembers. Oh my gosh. That's like the best tent. That's what, for some reason, all my favorite sellers were there that day. They had Dakota Stones next to Raven's Journey, Check Glass. There was Oceana and Nirvana were in there. And there were so many beautiful things. So many beautiful things. I went crazy. And, I was flying, so I had to figure out, well, how am I going to get all this stuff home?
Danielle, I snuck in here. Is that the juniper leather chain in the pop-up shop?
You know what? It was my first time seeing it, so I didn't glance. But here's a really close look at it. And what I'm seeing here to my eyes is a turquoise color with turquoise over it. So yeah,
I think that's what it is, because somebody's saying it's not in the shop. Yeah, so it's the one in the pop-up shop.
It's the special one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's limited edition if it's in the pop-up shop or one that's gone on clearance, but I'm pretty sure this is limited edition.
Oh yeah, you should want to grab that one. But I feel like
I'll put up the link.
What do you think of doing a bunch of these in different colors? I feel like we could do that.
I think it'd be gorgeous.
And I think it'll be easy for folks too, because it's not a lot of layers. It's not a lot of advanced technique going on, you know, just kind of the same thing here. And the only reason it's not super, super fast is just because I'm being a little bit ginger to not poke my leather chain. I don't want to snag it with my needle. So I'm being really deliberate and slow about it. I think I can get to the end. There we go. So the trick is really just kind of, you know, you keep flipping it back and forth. You're working from the front of the bead and from behind the bead. And again, every time you're just kind of pressing on the wall of the bead with your needle to get through it without getting back under the leather. You don't want to miss that leather. The wire, not leather. Sorry, guys. My brain's doing two things at the same time. Yeah, Liz is saying it's the juniper. Thanks, guys. Thanks for checking that for me. That was the only downside of not doing a better peek. But it also stopped me from playing with the chains before going on, because I sometimes do that too. Maybe that'll be okay. It's really nice the way this is stitching up. It's so easy and so quick. Here we go. Oh yeah, and the thing about the cactus tent, back to the shopping at Tucson, that was the first time I ever shopped for kits for myself too. I made these cool like little desert kits. They were desert inspired. They were brick stitch, and I was there with Tierra Cast, so I did a bunch of you know, of their findings in the kits. And there was those little stitch on hoops, you know. But I used those. They were brand new at the time. The wild roses flowers, the check glass flowers. Oh my God, it was so pretty. I want to bring that one back. Let's see if I can find those beads again. And I mixed gemstones. I think I had some, what color were those stones? I think they were mookaite, but I don't remember. I know they were mustard. So they must have been mookaite, right? Ah, check it out. Close finals. Almost done with this one. There we go. I think it does say a lot, like, of all those beautiful colors that I grabbed this one. But it definitely has that feeling, the desert feeling to it. Okay, so we're back to the first one. And I'm just going to go through. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the knitted wire under there. Got it. Let's flip it around. And I can pass right back up through that bead. Now remember there's a knot in it, but again, if you just hug the wall, you'll stay right where you want to be. And there we go. Okay. So, oh, that's cute. That is really cute. So we'll tie a little knot here. And that knot is going to hide in between the blue bead and the little, what did I say this color was? Vermilion? Yeah, so that's just going to tie right there. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to bring the knot up into one of the vermilion beads. If I just keep it, the needle's still on this other one. So I'm just going to go up through a bead, maybe go up through a few more. And did you hear that little pop when I pulled on this one? It popped the knot right up into this bead. So I can trim them on either side. Thanks, Nancy. Oh, Jody, you're attempting this one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Nancy, I saw Sarah was meeting with the group that took over the items. I'm very curious to see what they come up with. I'm also very curious to see, because Jill has some ideas from me that she's bringing with her. And I'm hoping that, her presence will get stuff going, because I kind of tried to reach out and I wasn't successful. So I'm really, really hoping that when they chat with Jill, that maybe she could put in a good word and be like, these are good ideas and we should work on them. And I'm hoping we'll do them together. So that'll be pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I was able to get that to singe nicely. I'm using that burner that, it recharges and stuff. And so, yeah. I actually finished something. I'm kind of thrilled. Joan, I'm going to have to send this one for you. I think you need it. It's so pretty. Okay, so
I love it. I would take it.
I think it belongs to you since it was your color pick. Oh, that is so cool. I'm loving how this came out. Yeah, I'm just going to do a strung design. Stuff's going to happen with the seed beads. I think I might do one of those things where, you do a couple of seed beads and then a block of these and a block of, so it's going to be like that. And then I'll have the little flowers and I will post a photo. Yeah. I was going to see if I can bring us all back on together. Let's see if it'll do it. Will it do it? Yeah, I think it will. I can make this the teeny one. Nancy says she would too. So yeah, you guys have any questions for me about this design or any of the other things that I pulled out? I know it was a lot. I did the
Can I ask
thing.
a question? Somebody else brought it up. Who was it? It's somebody said, Carolyn King said it looks like it'd be sort of stiff on your neck. I do this, but do you play, because usually when I use plain leather, I rub it through my hands and everything to soften it up. Mm-hmm. But on this, I actually roll it up and so it's not so stiff, play with it before I start making things. Do you ever find it stiff, or do you do anything so it's not so stiff?
I like that. I feel like that's kind of what I was going for. I'm going to go ahead and trim it and show you. Let's put it on. I don't have the findings on it yet, but when I'm wearing it, it's going to look like that. So let me kind of like connect it a little bit. Go in there.
That looks good.
And so that's going to be the one that's closest to my neck. So it's just going to sit like that. And when you wear something like leather on your neck, it's going to soften as it gets warm. And the findings will probably get it to be kind of like about that length. So I might actually cut off a little bit. I don't know. I'm just kind of deciding. You can always adjust it with like some chain, but if you get it to fit like that, and then you have the longer necklace after it, it's going to look really slick, right?
It's pretty. Yeah, that's like the top of a necklace look. Yeah. Because I like layering my necklaces. So that would be pretty at the base of the neck.
I'm loving it. I think that's going to be cool. Sorry, I couldn't get my shirt right. It's like, looks weird, but it's definitely going to be like a super like cool, like with a V-neck, like that would be so cool. Yeah. But it is definitely, I feel like it's a blue jean design, and I need to do more colors because colors would be really slick with it.
That is so cool. Yeah. Or even if you were in a collared shirt and you just want something peeking through, that would be so pretty with that.
That would be really cool. Yeah. So that's kind of my plan. Do you feel like silver is the way to go for findings?
I always put silver with my turquoise, that or copper.
Silver it is, yeah. But
and I think either one would go good at that.
We did the red, so I mean, yeah, silver, copper, or even gold, because the Egyptian gold feeling, it could work. It could work. I mean, I'll probably do silver, but I don't know.
Yeah, all of those would look beautiful.
I might, when I pull these
whenever
together.
I'm at the mood at that time.
Oh, but look at the copper next to that.
Oh yeah, that looks beautiful.
We're gonna.
Yeah, it really complements the beads.
Yeah, it does. I wonder if the Softflex folks still have any of these. This is all from one of their sales that they had. That would be so cool. Okay, cool.
You know, I'm going to pick your brain on this. I don't know if anybody's interested. Maybe I should, because I was looking at this, you know, the beads that look like little spacer beads. In fact, when you first put them on, I thought it was a bunch of your bead work. But anyway,
yeah.
Do you ever use those? So, I mean, because I always think they're so gorgeous. I hate to hide, you know, with the beads, you know, if you put them between beads with that behind. Do you ever like maybe string them to where you could see the sides of them instead of the edges?
Yeah.
I think they're so pretty.
We could do that. So I actually have a tutorial currently that puts them front facing on an earring. So a fringe earring where they're the front facing bead. That one's on my YouTube channel. I could try to find it. And then there's also the possibility of course, there's the bead embroidery possibility, but you know how if you have an anchored stitch and you come up and over the bead down through the center,
right?
Anchor, come back up through the center, go down over, anchor again. I could maybe show that really quick. I still have this needle sitting here. Let me cut one of them free, and let's go with one of these red. It'll be easy to see, and I'll bring over a little. Let me bring over a little bit of chain. So
thanks, because all I could come up with is to have them dangle down at the at the ends when you're doing like a fringe or something, or you know how you I don't know, in macrame sometimes you can go through a bead and cross over or something, but instead doing it with those so they lay flat, you know, so you can see the edge or something, you know, like you go over it, then cross over it, and then what was the front goes on the back on the other side. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it totally does. And then because I think you have kind of described already like what I think this is going to look like. So I put a bead on there, and then I'm going to string through the center, add that down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the thread do this, and I'm going to bend it like that. So you see how the thread is kind of sitting on the front like that?
Oh, yeah.
Pinch it. And from here, it looks like I'm right about there. So I'm just going to go under one of these chains. Or, you know, just for now, I'll go around the chain just so I can take it off. But here you go. So around the chain, and then you'll want to go back up through that hole in the center. This is going to kind of move around on me a lot. Oops, I lost my loop. Sorry about that. I'll put it right back on. Okay, now it's doing what I want. So like that. Then I'm going to grab another seed bead and stitch like, brick stitch like that. Oops. A little bit of a knot there going. Sorry about that. Am I getting a knot? I'm getting a knot. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Okay. Is it working? Oops, I'll start that over. I have a bit of a knot going.
I hate that one that does that to me.
It always does that. Well, I think it's because I'm working on this edge, and so it's trying to escape. Okay, so back up through the center of the bead. Back to that spot. Okay, got it. And then I've got another seed bead. I'm going to needle behind the chain, or you could go under, you know, under a chain, around the front, up through. This would be good as a bracelet.
Yeah, that really shows it off, and it almost looks like little daisies on the sides. Or
That would be cute. We should do that. And we could do more than one. We could have it spiral around, especially if we locked into a knit. It would make it go in a little swirly. That swirl could go around a necklace.
Cool.
But yeah, even just as a bracelet, just kind of putting that on like that.
Yeah, I like that.
That could be cute. And you could just keep going. You could use different colors. That works on lots of things. I do this front facing on flat components a lot.
And that would like some spacer beads. I hate this. I mean, sometimes they're just so beautiful. You don't want to just show the edging. And it's like, what is there? Like real decorative spacer beads, because they have so much decorations on this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. And we could do so many
cool for that too.
Oh, it would, huh? Yeah, it so would. I feel like putting another one on really quick. I just want to see it.
That'd be so pretty using those, or even if you have them all the same size, different colors, and even throwing in a metallic spacer bead in there if they, complement each other.
Yeah, this is missing metal, isn't it? It needs metal.
Yeah.
Like a little charm going on it. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah.
See how easy? Just to get that to us. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, Joan, you have really good ideas.
Once in a while, my brain works like that.
Yeah. Oh, and I want to just keep adding new colors. I don't think I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to keep this on here. And, but do I want to anchor it? How do you guys feel about seeing the stitching? Would you rather go under a knit? I don't know.
I usually try to match the thread with the SilverSilk so it hides it.
Yeah. And when I'm not trying to demo, I think that's what I'll do is I'll get some turquoise thread and then you won't even see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cute. See, I would wear that one.
Oh, yeah. I like that. That came out better than I was imagining.
Me too. You called it with the lapis though, because the lapis was what I'm feeling that. That is so cool.
I love lapis. Yeah.
And pulling in the gold.
I'm gonna have to be digging out my seed beads.
Yeah, and then there's this silver. Ooh, so when Nealay gets back, I gotta tell him I have a bunch of these forget-me-nots. Oh, see, I did a big kind of push on those a while ago. I was putting them on the front of those little teardrop components, front facing on those.
Yeah.
It was something I did a long time ago for like beads and blooms for the Jesse James beads. What's it called? Not the summer thing, but the spring one. And it was a couple of years ago now, I think.
Now, this is just another idea. If you, how you do the fringe earrings on the SilverSilk. After you're done, can you sew those around the edges so it kind of covers the top of that fringe? Wouldn't that be so cool?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Well, these are all such great ideas for the gallery because this is like stuff that can be just created, right? I don't have to invent a new technique. I can just do stuff I already know, but spin it. Keep spinning.
Yeah, mix and match different things.
Sometimes I get stressed out. I think I need to invent something, but it's like if I can just respin stuff that we know we like, right? That we can do. Like, it's so cool.
Or can I match it up with something else totally different that I haven't done before? Yeah.
But Joan, I would have never thought to put him on the front of the fringe.
It just came to me that would be so cool because I'm picturing it on the fringe one I made. So
yeah, the brick stitch one I did, it was just like one of those triangle brick stitch ones. And after the brick stitch was built, it just came out of each bead and did what I showed you here on the chain, but on top of the beadwork. So it kind of just danced along on the front. That's on my YouTube. I can pull that up later. I'll just post it to my Insta later. But yeah, that one is an oldie but goodie, I think. But this is definitely a level up from that, I feel like. For sure. Oh, and it started to snow. I wish you guys could see my snow. It's so pretty. Snow and beads. All I need is a copy now, and it's got it made. And to get rid of this cold.
We had our snow this year. I don't want any more.
You don't want any more. Yeah. Well, for cities, this city is not. They're not set up for it here. So when we get snow, it just completely shuts down the entire universe for us because nobody goes anywhere and everything closes. And yeah, and
because here that's the same way here because not everything closes, but schools close because if the back roads are messy, all schools close. And even 2 weeks after the snow, because it was so cold in the morning, it was making ice on the roads, schools were still closed, even though the snow was gone. Yeah. So they got 2 weeks vacation.
We did, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know. I'm really hoping school's not canceled tomorrow, but it's not looking good. They'll probably do at least a 2-hour late start because they worry about the buses sliding.
Yeah, that's what it is here. If they can't clean the roads, and they always do the busiest roads first. They even have it on the website what roads they're going to plow. Luckily, our main road right in front of our house gets it. So.
Nancy says, "I need a hot toddy." I'm assuming that's an alcohol coffee, right? Yeah. If they cancel school, I'm definitely going to need one of those. Absolutely.
Or hide it. Drink some hot chocolate with some
alcohol. Something in it.
Like I have some peppermint moonshine. I put in my hot chocolate or amaretto. Both are really good at hot chocolate.
Because you're in Tennessee. They have some good stuff there.
Oh yeah, you can't go anywhere without it.
You just can't buy in stores.
Yeah, they sell it in the liquor stores too, but
really?
Yeah. I mean, you have the businesses that make it, but then they also sell it. You can go to Knoxville and find a lot of it too in the liquor stores, but just not all the flavors.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, that's the coolest thing ever. I love Tennessee. It's been a while since I've been there. I was there.
Yeah. I didn't know you were there until I sent you that little gift basket. And I thought, well, that's cool. But you said it was years ago then.
Yeah. My friend
lived there 10 years.
Lived in Pigeon Forge. And so we went to, there's a little shopping area there, in the mountains. And then there's Dollywood. We went to Dollywood. That was so cool.
Well, that's when my friends, this is going to age me. 1987, friends and I went to Dollywood. I fell in love with it. And I said, I want to retire down. This is the whole area. And, it was really small then. And I said, I want to retire down here. So it was my 10th anniversary, 1992, that I probably got my husband here. And then he fell in love with it. So when we had a chance to move here, we went 14 years ago. So
I would go there a lot.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, it's changed so much since the first time I've been here. In fact, I was going, well, where's this store? I was always imagining it up by the interstate, but everything's built up and it's actually miles from the interstate. So, I really don't live that far from Pigeon Forge because I'm in Sevierville, right? Sevierville surrounds Pigeon Forge.
No. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember it. So I had a really good time there.
It's cool.
Yeah, this cold is getting me. I don't know why. I do good until the afternoon. And then I start.
I hope that you get over it fast.
I know it's been a week. But I'm the last to get it. The kids get it first. Then husband gets it. And then I get it. And so they're all well, and then it's just me. And they're like, but we're well now.
Well, you're suffering. You have to go through them, take care of them, and then you get it.
I know. It's so true. And I know they gave it to me. They got it first. They got it from Boy Scouts. There was a Twinkie party where they made Twinkie cars, because of the, what's it called? The cars they make that they race, the Pinewood Derby. To celebrate finishing their cars, they made Twinkie cars, which involved kids sticking their hands into all these little candy jars to build wheels and put Kit Kat inside the Twinkie, and it's no.
How do you think wheels and put Oreo cookies on them?
I know, just cookie wheels, and then they're sticking all kinds of gooey marshmallow on top. All the kids touching it, picking their nose, touching it again.
Yeah, and then they eat it with their dirty hands.
They come home and bring it to me. So awesome.
Come on, Mom, take a bite.
So true.
I'm starting to cry.
You know, me too. Me too. I'm just thinking the next time because you know it'll happen.
Yeah, because how could you avoid the sweet little faces? No, thank you.
Yeah.
You keep it.
All for you guys.
Right.
It's so true.
I like some of the white stuff out of the middle. Where it wasn't touched.
Those have never really been my jam.
I never liked Twinkies because I didn't think they were that great.
Yeah, I know. I like the cupcake now, the chocolate cupcake one.
Oh yes, that's the best one.
I think those were good, but yeah.
The ones too that I think they're Twinkies in the middle, but I can't swear by it. But it has the raspberry coconut on the outside. What are they called? Oh, I love those too. But I eat the raspberry coconut on the outside of it.
So awesome. Those are the funniest.
Oh dear.
So hopefully,
fun.
Yeah, this is super fun. I love taking over the channel. We should do it again. We might get to next week too.
I don't know. Is Anthony going home next Sunday?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's another one where it's kind of iffy if he'll pop in. So hopefully,
it probably depends on his flight thing.
I'll have maybe gotten into more of the ideas. Definitely this one with a 3. You know, something we could come up with.
Yeah, so that'd be fun.
Well, I love hanging out with you.
Know that I could pop in and stay as a little picture. I could pop in and chat with you as you make.
Yeah, and I didn't realize I had you so small at first, and I was like, "Hey, how do I change that?" Because Nealay usually does all that, so I had to figure it out on the fly here. I was like,
"See, I don't know either. That's why I left it to you because I just know how to pop us on and
yeah, me too.
or do this." That's about all I know.
Yeah, that's usually my go-to. Or making the solo layout thing is usually like that's all I know. So, oh, thanks, Jody. Thanks, Cindy. I love hanging out with you guys too.
Yeah. So, well, I hope everybody has a great evening. It's really been fun, and I love that design.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
So, I can't wait to try it myself. I have to get out the colors and decide what SilverSilk to use.
That's the part that takes the longest for me, picking the colors. But you did that for me, so that helped me out a lot. I would have kind of hemmed and hawed for a long time. So,
but that's it. When it comes to designing, that's the part for me. It takes me 3 hours to decide what I want to use.
Me too.
Like I get my SilverSilk out. Okay, what do I want to use? Oh, I got to see what beads I have.
And then you're digging through all the bins. And
they're all over my craft room floor because I can't decide which ones I want. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some tea. I'm gonna make something warm and drink it. I want to wish you a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you for the next one, maybe sooner this week if we have something. And
thanks for joining us, everybody. It's so fun seeing y'all chat. Bye. And